Oh, that's not.
Okay, for our last trick of the day, we're going to make lemon ice cream. Now, one of the companies my grandfather put into business in 1910 was Bluebell. Bluebell out of Texas. Great company, started with Emery Thompson machines as a ma and pa store and grew from there. And Bluebell, I was in Publix supermarket, that's our supermarkets down here in Florida. They had lemon ice cream. And I fell in love with this. I fell in love with it so much that I bought 10 half gallons of it because they'd never had it before and they've never had it since. And I thought, well, this is a problem because once I go through those 10 half gallons in about 6 months, I'm going to be out of lemon ice cream, so I better learn how to make it. So I showed it to Jeff. It's got some lemon color in it that they get from turmeric. If you're not familiar with turmeric, it comes in pills or a liquid. And it's great for aches and pains. And it also is a nice way to color something yellow instead of, using yellow dye 9. You can use turmeric, and it does a great job. We're going to leave it out because Jeff was suggesting that if we grate off, as he's doing very kindly for me, a thankless job of scraping the zest, the chef calls it. I call it the specks off the lemon. Now, it's really not going to add anything to the flavor, but it's going to really look nice in this white field of ice cream with little specks of lemon. And it is, after all, lemon ice cream. So I'm going to see if I can duplicate this. This is loaded with corn syrup, so I think I can do it better.
What year did you put this?
Say it again?
As a mom and
No,
pop store?
1910. 10?
Oh,
Yeah. Been around a long time. We also put Hershey's, Breyers, Bluebell, Seal Test. All these companies began just like you, ma and pa, and then they choose to grow to more stores, and sometimes they just continue expanding. And what happens is they go to a different type of machine that makes 1,000 gallons an hour. It's not the same ice cream, and so someone walks in to Austin, Texas, and says, gee, there's no homemade ice cream here anymore. Let's start up a store. And then they start from square one. They come back to me and buy a machine. So this looks daunting, not to spill this, but let me see what I can do. Look at this. Old one-eyed Steve is not spilling a drop. Anybody hear the music of C6 Steve? Everybody hear of him? No? Oh, it's great. Someday we'll play that over the loudspeaker. So, my formula. The sugar, we're going to do the lemon juice.
And why put the sugar first? You did the sugar?
No, we're going to do it to taste, so I'm going to put the
You're
sour
gonna put the
in
sugar in the machine?
I'm going to let you I'm going to put the sugar in the machine.
Not what the manufacturer recommends.
Yeah, well, I'm the manufacturer. I have this nasty habit if I get to do what I want.
Have you made this before?
No, never. Yes.
Is there alcohol in that too?
No.
There is not. Okay. I'll just churn that up a little bit. Now, right now, it's thoroughly mixed. I don't have to do it any more than that. 234 revolutions per minute, that's really moving fast.
Do you want to take these home for anything or not?
No. Unfortunately. Okay. Now we're going to figure out the sugar.
What do we have? A quart of lemon juice, right?
Yeah. Do you want to start with a half pound or?
Well, I guess, let's see, a half pound won't be enough because that's tart.
Yeah.
Always add. You never take it
Yeah.
in.
Hey, they sound like Jeff Markow.
I can take away. How would I do that?
You would add more lemon.
No.
Add more mix.
Add more mix, of course. Is the scale zeroed out?
No, because I don't have the container.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
So quiet
Quart
in
of
here.
lemon juice in how many quarts of?
4 quarts of mix. So I was going to start off at a half pound. You want to go more?
Well, we'll see what this is. That's 1 pound and 3/4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bring it down to a.
How do you know it's not going to curdle?
What?
How do you know it's not going to curdle?
Why would it curdle?
Because you have an acid in a cream.
Because we're freezing it.
Yeah.
If you were cooking it, yes, it would curdle, but if you're freezing it, it won't.
Okay, we'll
But
try
it's not
this.
frozen right now.
It's in very cold mix, 34 degrees.
Okay, which machine are we in?
CB.
How much cane sugar do you put?
What are we putting in?
How much cane?
That's 1 pound.
1 pound so far.
And that's it? 2 ingredients?
Just the zest. Oh, I had a cup for you. Here you go. More sugar.
You think?
You
Don't
think it's
forget,
good?
it's lemon ice cream. You want it to be
You
lemon.
want some tart? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I'm good with it.
I'll do a Joe Pesci now that we tasted it.
I think I wrote down that 1 pound. That was my
I
mathematical.
think we can fire it up.
All right.
We'll add the zest.
See, never made it before, knew the mathematical values of it. This is why, well, let me start it. So I'm going to go to make ice cream. I'm going to do super premium again. Start. That's going. Turn on the refrigeration. We're going. I don't agree. I mean, I'm a bad salesman because I tell people, no, don't buy a machine to experiment for a year or two. Because, you know, just get into business. You've got my formulas at the website, and they're going to make a great ice cream, but you're going to then vary it to your own personal taste. We can teach 1,000 people how to make ice cream, and every one of them will have a different vanilla ice cream or anything different. Yes? Kept it at 1 pound.
You've done 1 pound.
1 pound. So I was wrong. It was your decision. Yes.
You mentioned your mathematics. You mean your recipe as far as your Italian ices, that you have not made this one before, so you're replacing a orange Italian ice with lemon Italian ice, and that's the difference?
This is a lemon ice cream.
It is different because dairy has flavor. Okay, when you're making Italian ice, I'd be using more lemon juice in here because the dairy has no flavor. It's just sugar and water. I need a lot of flavor. When I'm making a dairy, the dairy itself is a flavor. In fact, a lot of people will call ice cream frozen with no flavor in it sweet cream ice cream. It was usually made at 11 o'clock at night. The ice cream maker was tired and forgot to put in the vanilla. So rather than throw it out, they write up on a chalkboard, special flavor today, sweet cream ice cream, and sell it. It's unflavored mix. It's delicious. So, but when I'm making ice cream, I need less flavor. So if I was doing this as a lemon ice, I would have almost double the lemon juice. Anybody else? All right, let's see it.
No, I can't. Can you juggle?
No, hell no. Can you make one disappear?
One should disappear in about a minute here.
Okay. Look at this.
Ooh.
All right. We're getting this on tape.
See one disappear.
Yeah, very good. That was great. Last ice cream. Now's the time to ask your questions. Wow, I think we answered everything.
No, they're just, and
Yes.
the day is,
Why do you do super premium?
Because I want slightly less air content than homemade. If it was my store, I would probably do homemade because I want the maximum volume. Plus, I know my employees are going to knock 20 to 25% of the ice cream out. The proper way to scoop ice cream is to take your scoop and go in a circular motion around the tub, preserving the air. That's what all the videos show. The reality is that hurts. If you don't believe me, pick up your pen when you get home tonight. I don't want to see you in pain. Pick up a pen and just go like this in the air. Your wrist and your arm will hurt so bad you'll never do it. Your employees won't do it either. They're going where the strength is. It's in the biceps. They're going to scoop from north to south. So if you're doing it north to south, you're knocking 100% down to 90, 80, probably about 75% overrun by the scooping method. So you have to refactor all your price schedule based on, you're not making 100% overrun, you're making 75% overrun. So I will make the 100% overrun so I then can price it at 75. I'm not going to change my employees. As soon as I'm gone out of the building or not looking, it's not like this because that already hurts right here. They're going to go like this. So, and it's subjective. The higher the fat content, the more air I'll put in to compensate for against the fat. So fat isn't always a great thing. Anybody else?
unless you're on the keto diet, then it's a big thing.
Yeah, it is a very big thing.
Now, keto ice cream.
I've already done it, and it had the keto ice cream that I made had a nasty little product in it called maltodextrin. And if you buy, I'm a diabetic, so I try to watch what I'm doing. I'm not, my pump's over here. I try to watch what I'm doing as far as sugar, though we all cheat. So that's why the pump I can just calculate more. But the keto ice cream, in order to keep the sugar out, uses a product called maltodextrin, which is a modified food starch, whatever that means. The problem with modified food starch is if you go to CVS, they sell bags of chocolate, sugar-free chocolate candies. And if you're like me, I don't eat just one or two and put it away. I eat the whole bag. It's a little bag. And then you wonder why you've got, excuse the expression, but you've got diarrhea for the next 2 days. And then on the instructions it says, consuming more than 2 of these candies in one sitting may cause stomach distress, otherwise known as Montezuma's revenge. So I do not like maltodextrin because people will eat it in quantity, and that's the only way you can get around the sugar problem. So I just tell people on a keto diet, you know, call me in 30 days when you go off your diet, and we'll give you the best damn ice cream you ever ate. But in the meantime, you shouldn't be eating ice cream. You shouldn't be eating pastries either. Yes?
Why would you not recommend upping the butterfat content in your base and overrunning it more, feeding more air into it to thin it out, and adding more flavor to compensate for your expansion?
And what was the first part about the butterfat?
Well, in other words, if you increase the butterfat,
Yeah.
but also increase the overrun.
Because it won't change what I said this morning, that a high butterfat ice cream is going to sit heavy on your stomach. It's going to make you sweat. Doesn't matter what you do to the air content, the fat is still there.
You're not eating as much because you're not serving as much. Your serving size.
It's up to you. It's a personal thing. It's just been my experience that the people in very hot climates has nothing to do with Ohio or Michigan or Boston or California, but very hot climates, high fat contents will upset your stomach. And that's why the sales are low. Sales of ice cream down here are nothing compared to what they are in New England. And if people compensate by lowering the fat content, the sales go up. So it's a money thing. I want to sell what people are going to like. Not, I mean, I don't believe in the bragging rights of New York City that if you're 14%, I'm 16%. It's not making it better, it's just making it fatter. So
you're saying in a hot, let's say Florida, for instance, in a hot climate, you're saying lower your fat, go with you're using it at 10%?
yeah, and I wouldn't go any higher.
And then you're...
Right.
you're running it on the machine, and if you're looking for
whatever I want, whatever air content I want. The beauty of this machine is you can be running it at super premium, and a chef comes in and says, I want a Haagen-Dazs weight ice cream. Okay, chef, no problem. It's going to cost you, $2 a pint more, but yeah, we can do it. You can do anything you want with this.
You're saying that I can get a higher, what would be considered a textured super premium ice cream, higher fat ice cream without changing the fat, just by changing the.
Right? So if you're controlling.
I can get a more dense ice cream by slowing it down. And some people correlate density to quality. I know that's not true. But from a standpoint of can I do it? Yes, I can because of the infinite overrun control. What the infinite overrun control does is it gives you the possibility to make anything that's on the market today and anything that might come along. When NutraSweet approached me back in the mid-70s with their NutraSweet products, it was in Chicago, and I wanted to go into the lab and make the ice cream for them. They wouldn't let me near it because they had this new product, NutraSweet. But it did have different freezing characteristics than cane sugar. So it was something to experiment and play with, and this machine would have been able to do it back then. We didn't have it then. This looks good to you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Turn off the refrigeration so it doesn't get any colder. I gotta find a spatula. I'm having trouble with spatulas today. Hello. Here we go. Oh, excuse me.
So, how about some more ice cream?
And here we go. Please try not to eat it all because it's for me. But I could make more. And will. One. Actually, this one's mine.